We have a raucous environment today inside Gore Arena. It's Education Day in Buies Creek as the William Peace Pacers come to town, taking on the Campbell Fighting Camels in front of 3,000 middle schoolers today. Lots of energy in the building, and delighted to have Wanda Watkins with you. Evan Budrovich, as we remind you, this is a program that has played in front of big crowds before. But Wanda today, Campbell's 20th ranked scoring defense. How do they bring on the energy of 2,000 fans here today?
I don't think it's going to be difficult at all, Evan. It's a wonderful atmosphere for college women's basketball, and I'm sure Campbell's going to really be trying to play off the intensity and just the excitement of this crowd.
For William Peace, a loss last night, but in our Mattamy Holmes keys to the game, what must the Pacers do well today?
Peace is going to go into this basketball game today relaxed, nothing in the world to lose. And Campbell, on the other hand, I'm sure they're going to try to use this crowd to ignite their defense and get everybody involved as soon as possible.
Just the second meeting between these clubs. You have to go back 3 years for the first. And Wanda, anytime you play in front of 2,000 plus, ready to jump at every moment, it's a different type of energy today.
Well, it is, and it's exciting, and that's what the game's all about. And to be able to bring this kind of excitement into the Gore Arena, I'm sure makes it really a fun basketball game for Campbell and Peace as well to participate in.
Those are the shots you like to see. Kids in the Camel having a blast here on a Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us this morning. Taya Bolden and Pamela Mock go up for the opening tip, and William Peace starts with the basketball. Here's the starting five for the Pacers, club that averages 60 points a game, including Mock, who's at 10 points herself. Tough loss last night to Greensboro College, 86-67.
Sounded like an exciting game. Tie game at halftime for Peace.
Thule trips, and she's fouled.
Well, it's a good pass through the middle there from Bolden to Thule.
There's the Campbell starting five. Taya Bolden in her 130th career game. Just crossed 1,000 rebounds in her last performance. And in a day like this, that first bucket will make this building go crazy.
It's going to possibly blow the roof off the Pope Center.
Early find to Brittany Staves. And there's your first bucket.
What an atmosphere.
Did you bring your headphones? You might need them today, especially at home. 2,000 plus in attendance and a lot to cheer about early. The Campbell team, as we mentioned, pride itself on defense, 20th in the country in scoring. Now a deep three from Mock. Yeah, and that bounces home.
Nice one. She got the roll on that one for the three ball.
Pamela Mock, 4 3-pointers. That's the most on William Peace's club, 9 games in. Quick turnaround from a game last night. Drove an hour and a half here to Buies Creek and got ready to play. Serrano sets up a shooter in Faith Price as that rattles out. Rebound Bolden, she's got it.
Bolden wasted no time getting to the offensive glass for Campbell, her trademark here in Buies Creek.
1,003 rebounds in her career. There's a loose ball and another steal. Serrano sets up a wide open shooter in Faith Price, who's made 15 threes in her last 4 games.
He's really had the hot hand for Campbell.
Good poke through by Baker. Peace wants to run as Reddick passes up a shot. I think these kids are a bit confused. That was an air ball. A lot of energy in the first 2 minutes. Have to corral that for both teams. And we have a referee down. So the teams will reset as our referee crew looks to get all right. That's Marie Christian. She cramped up.
Uh-huh.
I feel like in your tenure, Wanda, you've seen a thing or two about that.
Yeah. Certainly these officials are in tip-top shape, but, you know, when that cramp grabs you, it makes it tough. And Hopefully everyone's okay. We'll be ready to go here. I think there might have been a little something on the floor possibly too.
So Ronnie Fisher out today in COVID procedures. So Pierre Miller, the associate, he fills the role as head coach, and that's a big position for the number 2 man to slide into that role.
Tough day, I know, for Coach Fisher, but he knows his program's in great hands with Coach Pierre. He is such a tremendous young man and does a great job for Coach Fisher in this program.
There's a 3 for Price.
Oh, it could be a long day for William Peace if she keeps that hot hand.
Bolden with the block. And a second chance. There's a nice foul drawn. Pamela Mock, the junior from Greensboro, attacks.
Getting back to Price, 15 threes in the last 4 games. That's phenomenal. He's really ignited this Campbell program of late from the perimeter.
That's one thing to be a good free throw shooting team at 66%. It's a whole nother to make your free throws in front of 2,000 fans.
Yeah, really.
As Mock misses one.
Easier said than done, huh? Campbell spreading the floor well.
Price left open. And her first miss. Staves is knocked down on the rebound. And the foul there on Nineveh Reddick. Nice attack by Staves, and cannot get the bounce. Good job early of fighting against Taya Bolden on the boards. I know that's a huge part of the scouting report for Marquetta Dickens in her second year.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of talk about Bolden. She's everywhere when it comes to that offensive, defensive rebounder, natural rebounder for Campbell.
1,000 career rebounds for Bolden. She's just one of 6 players in the conference history with 1,000 plus. If that goes out of play, it'll stay here. Here's Marquetta Dickens, the former NC State Wolfpack player in 2007.
Quite a player at NC State, tremendous player, and went on to play professionally as well. She's had some stints coaching and some experience and trying to move this Peace program forward.
Off to a 2-7 start with 1 win in conference. William Peace just moving up to the Division II ranks this season, taking the jump from Division III. Nice dump down to Dickens and a good finish.
She did a nice job sneaking in on the backside that time.
Nice pass from Price.
Watch the inside backside look. There it is.
Good kick out to Tooley, and there's the 3.
Hey, Tooley, who recently moved on to second place for Campbell in all-time 3-point field goals. Hey, she and Price together, what a combo that is for Campbell out on the perimeter.
5 threes away from the new program record. Tough dribble from Mock, who stripped. Loose ball. Tooley dives for it. And Mock hangs on, wanting a timeout. She gets it.
Great effort by Tooley and Mock getting after that on the floor.
We'll take that timeout as well. Campbell leads by 4 early here on Education Day.
In sports,
we are used to an even playing field.
Unfortunately,
off the field,
court,
track,
Closed.
not all people are treated fairly.
In the Big South Conference,
we commit to using our voices
to oppose injustices and inequalities.
Join us as we champion change
towards ensuring even playing fields
In and out of sports.
the Big South Conference,
We're allies.
We're advocates.
where winners are made.
Power isn't born, it's built over time. For over 65 years, Hercules Tires has been providing the muscle to move more drivers. Whatever the vehicle, whatever the terrain, and we back it with a powerful protection plan. So wherever the road or the trail takes you, we have the selection, value, and strength to get you there. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
Big things are happening this year across the South, from the mountains to the coast. The fast are getting faster. The strong are getting stronger. And the best is getting better. Get ready to raise your expectations. Get ready for something big. Ingles, a proud sponsor of Big South football.
Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
Whether you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Sunbelt Rentals is committed to making it easy to get the tools and equipment you need. With a vast network of locations across the U.S. and Canada, no one brings more yes to your project. Our broad inventory and dedicated team of experts makes equipment rental absolutely available, positively reliable, and unquestionably easy. Visit sunbeltrentals.com to reserve your equipment or find a location near you.
A lot of energy and enthusiasm early in this basketball game as both teams fighting for possession. That's how we went to break a moment ago.
Great effort. Great effort on the floor.
It is William Peace basketball. The Pacers struggle to shoot the ball just 23% from the field. Where they really excel is attacking the basket. As here's Dickens on cue, off on the lay-in. And another fight for a foul here. Aggressive play from Pamela Mock, the junior. Svenja Nuremberg gets her first minutes for the Camels, the junior from Luxembourg. Very small lineups today for both teams. No player taller than 5'11" on the court. Tui left all alone, and a nice kick out to Price.
Campbell being methodical, really looking to work to get the good shot, and there it is.
Third three of his first quarter. Let's see how William Peace handles the Storm in this first quarter. And way off on the three. Now in
Campbell with
transition,
numbers.
Saranya runs, no. Nuremberg gets it right back to her. Nice ball movement here to Price. Oh, got to find the open shooter. There's Thule for three. Nuremberg the rebound.
Nuremberg picking up a couple rebounds for Campbell.
Setting up Faith Price. That's a 9-0 run for the Camels.
Price is ready.
Campbell's three-point shooting has vastly improved this year, and here's the steal. Bolden runs, poke loose. Think about last year, Campbell's in the bottom 5 in the Big South in three-pointers. Now they lead the league in three-point shooting.
They've just got such an arsenal of players. They've got an arsenal of weapons from the arc. At any point in time, they could have 3 to 4 three-point shooters on the floor.
Great position for Azuma, who's begging for it, and that's a 3-second. I think that's partly on the post player, partly on the passer as well.
That's a, tough thing for a big girl going inside, really wanting the basketball to remember to get out of the paint if it's not delivered. But Azuma doing a great job of making a presence inside, asking for the ball.
I don't know where Baker was looking there. It was a pretty sloppy turnover. So she'll take a break, and Ariana Hamilton, the freshman from Richlands, North Carolina, enters. Listen to this crowd, ready for women's college basketball today. And they watch Shai Thule miss a three. That's Campbell's 6th offensive rebound. Another chance for Thule. And it'll go the other way.
Good shots to take. Good shots that will fall.
Meanwhile, for William Peace, scoreless in the last 3 minutes and 3 turnovers in a row.
Yeah. Campbell's sticky with that defense, trying to stop ball penetration as they do there. And
so Saranya the steal, up to Fuller, right back to Saranya, who's fouled. And free throws on the give and go.
Good teamwork that time. Fuller really being unselfish, getting the ball back to Saranya. Another trademark for Campbell, a team that assist number higher than some of their opponents' points almost that they've played thus far this season.
It's just fun to listen to this crowd on every free throw. So a 12-point game. Nice drive in here from Shelby Wolf, who kicks it out. And a contested jumper falls. That's Ariana Hamilton.
Hamilton knocked that in over 2 Campbell players down on the baseline.
William Peace needs a spark that breaks a 3-minute scoring drought. Campbell, meanwhile, no trouble. 4 of 10 from deep. It's been the bulk of their offense. And to your point, 4 baskets, 4 assists. Clock under 10 for Nuremberg, who slashes in. Whoa, way short. And a foul the other way as Zuma called for it. How does this lineup find its rhythm with 5 new players on the court?
Well, you know, it's been an interesting thing for Campbell thus far throughout the season. I know Coach Fisher has gone to his bench freely and platoon some, and their chemistry has been good up and down their bench and throughout. So we'll see how that pays off for them throughout the game today.
Especially with the new head coach working today. Pierre Miller gets his duties. And a foul there. It's Kiera Williams drawing it, the High Point native. Lone 6-footer on this roster for William Peace.
Dahlquist entering the lineup for Campbell, a young lady that's really been impressive thus far.
Especially in these non-Division I games, her numbers are insane. It's like 15 points and 12 rebounds a game against non-Division I foes. Good confidence builder early. Add a rebound to that total. Look at the speed of Fuller getting it up the court.
Wasting not a bit of time, and there we go, right inside to her. Look at that move.
On cue. So Dahlquist, the true freshman from Washington, Pennsylvania, her first points. And this lead's extended to 11.
She makes it look easy.
That's tipped by Nani Carver, and the defensive pressure forces yet another turnover. I mean, 7 in this first quarter, Wanda.
Yeah, that's the name of the game for Campbell. Defense equals winning, equals success.
They forced the most turnovers in the Big South, and they're playing like it with a huge lead in this first quarter. Dahlquist, nice position in the seal down.
Hey, not only a good move, but hey, Nuremberg put that pass right on the money that time to Dahlquist. Campbell pushing the defense, or excuse me, the offense of William Peace out on the perimeter, making it tough.
There's a tip pass and a foul. This is away from the ball. So all of a sudden, these teams heading to the bonus with 1:17 to play. Well, that was the 5th foul, I guess.
Yep.
So there's your 5th foul, and free throws here for Stephanie Chandler, junior out of Summerfield.
Chandler's shooting about 40% from free throw and knocks that one in with that feisty crowd back behind her.
Maybe the toughest free throws of her life. The Northern Guilford High School product. Wouldn't be able to tell her otherwise. It's a nice 2 for 2. So Dahlquist loses it in the post, kicks it around. Wow, nice dive on the floor.
Everybody's after it.
And Jocelyn Ayers draws the jump ball. That was like a pick and scrum on the court. That ball was greased up, ready to roll.
Yeah, like a hot potato for a minute.
So referees are checking on something.
Must be some discussion about. Not sure what it was about because the clock would automatically go to. Oh, there. That was the discussion.
They're trying to reset the shot clock. It wasn't change of possession, so up to 30. Carver with a deep 3. Wow, that would have been nice. So Campbell 4 of 11 from deep, a bulk of their offense. William Peace comes in scoring 60 a game. They have some work to do in this first quarter. How's Campbell's defense made things tough today?
Well, you see the pressure that they're putting on the basketball, and then they're out in the passing lanes denying that next pass, working hard to stop ball penetration. There's a help defense.
Late in the clock and a prayer is answered. Wow, Ariana Hamilton. All of her baskets have been like that today, so difficult.
There's another one for over 2 Campbell defenders. The defense came across well to help, but she knocked that one in beautifully.
Nuremberg, nice move. Whoa, wedgie. So who's going to get the basketball is my question.
I think they called a foul on the floor before that.
Oh, no, I meant literally get the ball in the court.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be any of these officials. Push it on in. Nuremberg really can be deceiving. How a big girl with the size that she has, I mean, she blew right by her defender to get to the basket on that drive.
Svenja coming off a left knee injury last year, missed all of the season.
A young lady who's worked very, very hard to get back out on the court.
It was a question entering the year how many minutes she'd be able to provide in October, November. But here she is now in month 2, bulk of the minutes off the bench.
Good to see.
Final seconds of this first quarter. Hamilton late in the clock. Tough floater is off. And a stifling defensive presence ends this first quarter. So Campbell leads by 11 as we go to the break. We'll come back with the second quarter after this on an education day in Buies Creek. Faith Price heating up from 3 to start this game. 3 triples in the first.
Hey, is the price right for Faith Price or what, Evan? 3 of 5 from three-point territory. Having hit 15 threes in the last 4 games prior to this game, going into this game. What a hot hand she has for Campbell.
She's now averaging 10 points a game as our shot clock did not start. This crowd tells the story here on Education Day. 2,000 kids across Harnett County in attendance.
Hey, and they are energized.
And a steal forced by Thule. She wants to fire up this home crowd with the lay-in.
Good move by Thule, using her body to go coast to coast with that one. I know Coach Fisher's so proud of complete game of Thule. She's become a well-rounded player for him. Good rebounder, good defender, good shooter.
And if you're just joining us, he's watching this game from home out due to contact tracing. So Pierre Miller fills that head coaching role today. What a challenge for the associate head. You see Pierre there sliding into the big man's shoes today.
Great opportunity for Pierre. I'm sure he's enjoying this, and I know it's a tough day for Coach Fisher. We send our best regards. And
what about your thoughts on your first ever game as a head coach? How did you manage the nerves in game 1?
How did I manage the nerves in game 1? I was so excited. I mean, I just was so, just so excited and so ready and about the opportunity, and I'm sure Coach Miller's the same way. And
hitting three-pointers certainly helps. 5th triple for the Camels.
Another one of that group that's in that arsenal of weapons for Campbell. Serrano, who can shoot it with the best of them. Such a spark for her team and catalyst for her team.
Campbell leads the Big South. 8 threes a game. Everyone's chasing Florida Gulf Coast, who makes 12 a night in the country.
Thule getting her hand on another one, creating that steal for Campbell.
Maybe a chance for one more 3 as Thule works it inside. Bolden an easy blow by, and she's fouled. So Stephanie Chandler hacks her, and Bolden heads to the line.
Good assessment by Bolden. She got the ball, settled herself, kind of took a look at how she was being defended, and then took it to the basket. Here we see her settle herself and fake and use that drive. Beautiful move. When you look at that Campbell lineup right now, you've got 4 players on the floor that are really strong potential three-point shooters. 4 of 5 players. And then you've got Bolden in the hole. So it's tough to defend, Evan.
So that 4v1 offense is something Ronnie Fisher has leaned on in the past. You're saying that's a strength of this year's team with Bolden in the middle?
Well, I think it really can be, because when Bolden, you can push it inside to Bolden and she can go to work, then that creates, with all the doubles and triples down on her, that creates opportunity for those three-point shooters on the perimeter as well. And, we saw her make an inside-backside pass out earlier in this game, and that's what it's all about, teamwork, making the dream work.
I knew you were going to use that cliche. Here on Education Day, 2,000 kids ready to jump for joy, and they've seen 6 combined three-pointers in this first half. Here's an attack of the basket, and Thule with the strip. No chance for Nineveh Reddick that time.
Coach Miller really pumping his troops up over there.
Wow, that's an air ball with 3 on the clock. Back come the Camels.
What a pass.
Good up to Thule, and an easy lane.
Great sight by Price to push that ball up the floor so quickly to Thule.
So a 7-0 run out of this second quarter. And all of a sudden, if you're Pierre Miller running the show, things are a little bit more relaxed, playing more your style, forcing a turnover. Nice pass ahead to Price, and an easy layup.
So every time up the floor, it's a different player getting an assist for Campbell. Just playing so unselfishly and working so hard on defense to create their offense.
10 assists on 12 baskets. That's a coach's dream.
Yeah.
Maybe not for the active head coach who's back at home watching, but for his associate head. Do you file those stats in when you have the coaches meeting tomorrow? How does that all unfold? There's nearly a turnover. Good drive by Barnes, and Mila banks it out. I'll stay here with a fresh shot clock.
He's getting another opportunity here with 20 more seconds too.
And Wanda, you've been impressed with Ariana Hamilton. She's been assertive driving the basketball.
Yeah, like Hamilton. I mean, she's really not. I mean, she's assertive. She's aggressive. She's not intimidated easily. And
Barnes. It bounces in. Mila Barnes hits the deep two.
Once again, they get the bounce.
That's about as friendly as you can get. Campbell fresh off a win a week from yesterday. That was during the final exam period. Bolden swings it out. Three-pointers have helped the cause, and Thule misses another three.
You never know how it can be as a coach with teams coming off of exams, if they're going to be flat or if they're going to be ready to go. And
this is a 9-day layoff for the Camels. Got the grades all locked in, and Hamilton one more time. Oh, that would have been pretty.
Wow, she might have gotten robbed on that one.
She
that
leads
was in and out.
William Peace with 4 points. They got to work on defense, though, leaving some wide open shooters. Here's a nice pass to Serrano, and she does not make it count. Rebound Bolden, she does.
No worries. No worries. Bolden says, I'll just get it and stick it back in.
The stat patter herself, 6 rebounds in this first half. Now the active Big South leader in career rebounds. I know it's over 6 years, but 1,008 rebounds. Ronnie Fisher had a good quote this week. The most productive rebounder by inch at 5'11" he's ever seen.
Yeah, it's impressive for her size. Just an innate ability of that young lady to find the rebound.
Bolden fakes the three. Nice kick out to Price, and that's how it's done.
Hey, does it get any better than that? Everybody's finding the open person.
Find the hottest shooter in the Big South. 4 of 6 from deep is Faith Price. She now leads the Big South at 62%.
You know, the number of threes and then the percentage. That's what makes it so impressive.
It combines with great defense, and Campbell has extended to 23. Speaking of threes, Baker comes up short.
Campbell's running the floor well this half.
How about Faith Price? 14 points in this game, exploding. And Sarah Fitzgerald wanted to join the party. Instead, we have a traveling violation. So Pierre Miller goes to his bench. Brings back the starting point guard, Lou Serrano. You can tell it's been an education day. Both teams figuring out who's on the court, who's not, where we're playing.
You know, they've got to be great communicators in an environment like this. It's loud out there on the court.
It's loud on the headsets just listening to you today.
Yes, it is.
2,000
it's hard to hear
plus.
each other.
That'll send us to our immediate timeout. Final bit of the first half comes back, and we return here from Gore Arena.
Power isn't born, it's built over time. For over 65 years, Hercules Tires has been providing the muscle to move more drivers. Whatever the vehicle, whatever the terrain. And we back it with a powerful protection plan. So wherever the road or the trail takes you, we have the selection, value, and strength to get you there. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe, it's 8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Big things are happening this year across the South, from the mountains to the coast. The fast are getting faster. The strong are getting stronger. And the best is getting better. Get ready to raise your expectations. Get ready for something big. Ingles, a proud sponsor of Big South Sports.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Welcome back inside Gore Arena. Here's what Campbell's done so well this year. Great defensively, passing the ball at a high rate, and clearly two keys to success for Ronnie Fisher's club.
It's impressive. Their defense really, you know, the old cliche, defense needs to motivate your offense. I mean, it is so valid for this Campbell team. It creates fast break momentum for them.
And it creates a turnover just like that. So 13 turnovers for William Peace. All that defense is fueled to allowing 15 points. I mean, this is over 15 minutes as Fitzgerald comes up strong. When you're giving up a point per minute in college basketball, that's next level defensively.
Impressive.
Especially when every basket's worth two.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Look at that scoring drought of 3 minutes, and that'll continue in a traveling violation. What has Campbell done so well today to collapse and make things tough for William Peace?
Well, they're just, you know, they're making it hard, and then when they do penetrate, they're bringing the help across and having a mere presence there to make it difficult for them to get to the basket. And they're getting their hands on so many balls and creating turnovers.
There's a loose scrum for the rebound and a jump ball. Coleman got her hands in it, so it stays with Campbell. It would seem difficult in a blowout game like this to keep the energy level high. Give Pierre Miller's club credit today in that regard.
Yeah, they've done well. Campbell has done well down the stretch with the impressive victories that they've had to maintain that intensity level. I know that's a Ronnie Fisher trademark and something that he wants at all times.
Oh, loose scrum on the ground for Shaw. Difficult lane. Wow, Mock had to force one up. Late in the clock. Falls hits the three.
Good ball reversal out of the corner from Peace that time.
William Peace, second three of the game. Wanda here in a 20-point game. How about that timeout from Pierre Miller? What's he talking about here?
Coach Miller is teaching the game. You know, he's talking about defense, I'm sure, on that ball reversal that time coming out of the corner, but he's a great teacher of the game, and he learned from the best of the best in Coach Fisher. But he's, you know, working hard to use every teaching moment that he can. You know, you don't talk much about the score when you're coach. You're talking about performance and playing the next play.
Still 3 minutes before halftime as Campbell jumps up by 20. They're coming off a game against Western Carolina, but they only won by 13. But Ronnie Fisher even noted needed a better performance in the fourth quarter to put that game away.
Yeah, look at Fuller battle for that.
That ball gets kicked around. Whoa. You ever see that? It was like boxing out for position, but on a loose ball.
I wasn't even sure who that one was going to go to. How about you?
I think Nautica Falls was like, well, if I just touch it and throw it off Carver, and then Carver's like, well, I'm going to give you a shoulder. And I don't know. Maybe not the way they coach him up to do it, but it works. Courtney Dahlquist, 4 points quickly off the bench today. Good passing from the Camels in this one. Nuremberg, nice dish to Coleman. Everyone involved with possession, and a missed three.
Look at Fuller going after that. What effort.
William
Boy,
Peace,
she's quick.
15 turnovers, and that leaves Nuremberg open. There's a foul on the drive.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be on the floor.
Pamela Mock called for her third. That's the top scorer. Actually, Hamilton called for the foul. There's one of the all-time rebound leaders, third all-time Taya Bolden in Campbell history. She's had a quiet 7 rebounds in this first half. As Nuremberg rolls it in.
Campbell running a little flex cut that time off that baseline screen down on the bottom to get that bucket for Nuremberg.
That stops an 0 for 5 shooting stretch for Pierre Miller's club. By the way, we did some checking. This win will go into Ronnie Fisher's official win-loss record. He sits 2 away from 200.
It's going to move him 1 away from the big 2-0. Oh.
That's actually a travel on Shelby Wolf. So if you do get the win tonight, if you're Campbell, does Ronnie Fisher, how do you celebrate when you get to 200 if you're not working the game?
I'm sorry, Evan. Say that again. I lost you.
If you're
in this
not
crowd.
working the game, how do you celebrate 200 wins coming up this week?
Well, we'll find out. We'll just find out. Coach Fisher says we'll find out, and I hope he's hoping to find out this week.
What did you do for your 200th win as Nani Carver draws a foul?
Well, I don't remember, Evan. I remember the hundreds. I remember it well because one of my players' mothers baked a cake, a 100 cake, and she said it fell off of her seat into the foot of her car on the way in for the game. I'll never forget it, but it was beautiful when we had it, but I don't remember.
So you didn't eat the cake because it broke?
Just another win. No, it actually, she fixed it all up, and everybody celebrated afterwards. So.
Well, hopefully chocolate cake to fire up these kids today. 2,000 middle schoolers on hand.
I don't think they need a whole lot of chocolate.
Nuremberg's left all alone, and there's a treat for the crowd. Campbell's 7th three-pointer.
You could tell when I left her hand, it was good. You could sense it.
This Campbell offense, 7 of 19 from deep. They've upped their three-point percentage by nearly 10 points from last year to this season. They've also taken way more threes than last year. 5 more attempts per game.
There's
nice
a look
dump
inside.
Down. Way short is Williams.
Campbell
Fuller
with
running.
numbers. Got numbers.
Can they use it though? Deciding not to for the moment.
Smart play by Coleman to bring it back out.
Bolden on the drive. Blows by Williams and is fouled. So free throws for Bolden. That post move, you could put it on the lure. She's been making moves like this for 6 years.
Good move by Bolden to go to the opposite side for the shot. An area she's really worked on this year is her free throw shooting. We've talked a lot about that, and it's really helped her up her ante too, and point performance for her team by being productive, because
now up to 86%.
She's going to the line, that's for sure.
So this game's ballooned a bit, 6-0 run as we hit the final minute of the first half. Pierre Miller in his head coaching debut, the acting head coach today, has to like the performance. 2,000 kids are waiting for Frozen to be played at halftime. There's a steal for Bolden, the 6-year senior on the run. Look at the dribbling display, kicking it out to Fuller, and the freshman can't make it count. William Peace basketball.
You know, I think Nuremberg is beginning to get back to herself out on the floor. She's looking a little more agile today, and looks like she's playing off that injury even better now, Nuremberg. But that's a big steal for Bolden. And
Williams, late in the clock, is fouled. You see that side eye from Tatiana Carver? You don't see too many players say much about calls, but she got her thoughts in.
We used to call that bad eyes. Where are your bad eyes?
So Hamilton back to the line. She leads William Peace with 4 points. It's been a tough night scoring for the Pacers.
Been a really tough second quarter for sure.
That free throw is just the 6th point of the quarter for William Peace. You see Coach Marquetta Dickens there. Big rebuilding job. Took over a program moving from Division III to Division II. And has some work to do.
Yeah, it just takes time. Takes time. It's a process.
Final seconds of the half, and an and one for Coleman. Well, that's how you end the first half.
Coleman making it exciting for the crowd, going up for that one right before halftime with her left hand and drawing the foul.
Keep in mind, Campbell scored 53 points in its last game. They're basically at that mark here at halftime. Last chance for William Peace. Oh!
Oh, and a hand in her face by Carver.
What a look to end the first half. Offense on display for the Camels with a huge lead here at halftime. We'll have more inside Gore Arena when we return here on ESPN+. Halftime entertainment featuring Dexter Loveboat Williams. He's always a fan favorite.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Put on a nice little display today. Welcome to courtside with the Hall of Fame coach Juan Watkins. I'm Evan Budrovich. The energy of 2,000 students in attendance, and Campbell's offense is locked in 7 3-pointers in this first half.
It's been interesting to note. We talked about the defensive intensity that we felt like we would feel from this crowd today. It has really generated some offense for Campbell. The turnovers they forced, the ability to get down to 4 and find the open person, they've really complemented each other well to build this lead.
That's a first half season high, 7 threes in the half, and these kids are loving every basket going on. Wanda, what a unique environment today for the game of basketball, and just these players have responded to it well.
It's got to be fun. You know, you've got to love it. And just so much enthusiasm in the house right here before Christmas. And it's just a great atmosphere.
We'll have more highlights and stats from this first half when we come back here on ESPN+. Look at this raucous environment here in Gore Arena. Education Day always makes things interesting. And Faith Price kickstarted this offense in the first half. 14 points for this junior, and nice offensive start.
Campbell doing a great job, too, creating offense with defense. But, hey, we see Peace knock in that three-point shot. There's Tooley who gets her hand on the ball, and it's a hot potato. Who wants it? Everybody.
Those turnovers, though, 18 forced in the first half, and that really fueled Campbell.
Turnovers were the name of the game for Campbell, creating the turnovers. There's fast break point after fast break point after fast break point.
Can you believe it? 20 fast break points in that first half alone.
Really shooting the ball well, 7 3-pointers. Not a whole lot going wrong for Campbell right now.
We got everyone involved in the first half as well. 9 different scorers, including Nuremberg. So here's what's coming up for the Camels. A trip to Vegas against Bowling Green and Oakland next week, and then on to the big start of the year, conference play begins the 29th.
It's hard to believe it's that time, but really important basketball coming up. A big tournament for Campbell out in Las Vegas, something they've looked forward to, worked hard to create on their schedule, and now coming back after that, after the holidays, a quick jump into conference schedule 4 days after Christmas.
When we come back, we'll give you some numbers from the first half and break things down here on Education Day in Gore Arena. Campbell with a big lead here at halftime. This Big South broadcast is brought to you in part by Hercules Tires. Right on our strength is at HerculesTires.com. Ingles, low prices, love the savings. Sunbelt Rentals, we have the equipment for that. And First Citizens Bank, forever first. Well, on in that first half, I mean, gosh, 7 threes for Campbell. William Peace, they struggled with 20 turnovers, and here's those first half numbers.
Yeah, I mean, look at the assists that have totaled up for Campbell. You know, their three-point shooting, their field goal percentage, forcing the turnovers, just clicking on a lot of cylinders right now, making it tough for William Peace. I'm sure Coach Miller spent a lot of time at halftime talking about getting ready for a new half, making it a new half, and talking about trying to keep the intensity level high throughout this second half of play as well.
Certainly helps that Faith Price is cooking. 14 points for now, the Camels' leading scorer, and she's playing like an elite offensive player today.
The price is right for her, that's for sure. She is just continuing to be that catalyst for Campbell out on the three-point arc and being such a big factor for them right now. That three-pointer changes the game so much, Evan. When you hit 7 of them, that's a lot of points.
We'll take one more timeout. The second half comes up next here on ESPN+. Explosive first half offensively here with Wanda Watkins, Imeva Mudrovic. How do you match that intensity if you're the Camels here in this next 20 minutes?
Well, as I said, I know Coach Miller is spending a lot of time probably talking about that. We want to play with a high intensity level. That's what makes us go. That's what creates opportunities for us is our defense, motivating our offense. And it's a whole new half, a whole new ball game. Let's start from scratch. Got to get the shot clock going here.
I had the over-under on that at about 2.5 times happening per game.
Campbell staying with their man-to-man defense.
Tough shooting half for William Peace, just 31% in the first 20 minutes. Here's Chandler on the drive. Tough fadeaway, not even close. Boy, that Campbell defense has been locked in today.
That it is.
Maybe the motivation of playing for an associate head coach in this one. As Tooley starts the second half with a miss. She's 1 of 8 from 3. Feels like she's looking to get her shot back, being a little more assertive today.
Tooley, too, coming off of an injury, working really hard to get back to where she left off.
Yeah, how do you find that rhythm coming off a quad injury and looking to find her strength?
Again, it just takes time, and with each game it gets better.
How about that foul on Staves with 1 second on the clock? So Shelby Wolf heads to the free throw line.
Not what Coach Miller wanted that time, I'm sure, but nonetheless.
Still looking for our first points of the second half. Wolf is 3 of 7 on the season from the free throw line. And that goes out of bounds.
Peace almost snuck in that time to get an offensive rebound, but lost his handle. Don't look now, Evan, but I think Gaylord's got a wave crowd going behind you.
Trying something to keep this crowd entertained. 2,000 middle schoolers on hand today. Bolden on the dump down. That's just too easy. Boy, I know she's a 1,000-point, 1,000-rebound contributor now, but she'll get to 2,000 with buckets like that.
Yeah, nice pass inside and good left-hand move by Bolden.
Defensive intensity, always a key for this program. They're up to 20th in the country this year in scoring. There's a nice follow-through as Williams rolls it in.
Yeah, good stick back by William Peace that time.
Camels gear up for a Vegas road trip this week. Want to finish out the closing touches at home. Price on a catch and shoot. That is pretty from the corner.
I'm telling you, she must have kept that hand in an electric blanket at halftime. She is still hot.
5 of 7 from 3. Price is climbing up the nation ranks in three-pointers now, in the top 20 overall.
Shooting so well, too. Uh-oh.
That time a travel. Wolf wanted the foul. Yeah, how about Faith Price? Second in the conference in three-pointers made.
Makes you, yeah, there's a good defensive stand by Staves, forcing the turnover that time. But makes you wonder about who's first in the conference when you got a shooter like Price at second, doesn't it?
Staves wants to join the party, and there's your three. Everyone's chasing Lauren Bevis of Gardner-Webb to the three-point mark, and we have a timeout on the court.
Could be trouble for William Peace with all these three-point shooters warming up.
We'll take the media timeout as well here on ESPN Plus.
All right, kids, get on your feet and let's see the
Campbell's three-point shooting erupting with another three from Faith Price.
She knocked that in by the time she called it. And then Staves knocking one in from the top of the floor.
So all Price has done is make 5 threes in the first half. 9 total as a team, and that's a recipe for success that you could say was what Coach Bamberry at High Point started, and Ronnie Fisher's emulating a style after what the Panthers have done.
Yeah, they really, I mean, they're just so many weapons for Campbell. Again, right now, 4 3-point shooters on the floor with Bolden.
Baker attacks. There's a blocking foul. Is that a stylistic thing that Campbell needs to do? You see these 9 threes. Is that a new way of success that this team can overcome Big South opponents and win a championship?
Well, it's definitely a possibility, I think. It's an option for Campbell. And there's more sitting on the bench, too. You know, there's more where that came from. So their depth is a big part of their success, I think, as well.
Tooley tries to save it, but steps out. Because that's been the bugaboo the last 2 years, trips to the conference finals, but unable to overcome Radford and then High Point most recently. What's the missing ingredient they're trying to unlock this year?
Well, you know, there's just so much to winning a championship. A lot of things have to go right. And just to be in a championship game last year, to me, was impressive for Campbell with all that they went through with COVID. I mean, a lot of teams would have never even come close to being in a championship.
33 days off in COVID procedures as Saranya draws the foul.
And then the previous year, being a regular season champion and not being able to advance to the NCAA tournament was tough, I know, for Campbell. Gives them more incentive to work hard to get there on another year like this year.
That's the 10th three of the game. By the way, it's the 5th time this year Campbell's made 10 or more threes.
Well, you know, Campbell goes to the bench and they substitute, and they still have 4 3-point shooters out on the floor.
And a foul on Price, who's begging her case. Not going to get the call from Kevin Moore, our official. There's Pamela Mock, who's a double-figure scorer for William P. She has 4 tonight, but battling foul trouble. 3 early fouls.
Scored the first play of the game, I believe, for Peace with the 3-point shot.
Last night, Mock had 8 in the loss to Greensboro College. Hit the bus back to Raleigh and come right down this morning. That's a tough turnaround for any team.
Big turnaround, really quick turnaround, not even 24 hours.
So Mock takes a breather. In comes the electric Stormy Brown. She had a double-double last night in the loss.
Peace sitting tight now in that zone.
Oh, nice steal. Chandler gets her hands on it, but overshoots Dixon. There's a turnover, looking for Baker. Bit ambitious that time.
Yeah, just got the cart ahead of the horse a little bit, but.
Got the cart ahead of the horse. Coach, I don't know that reference.
You don't have slogans like that in California, huh?
We don't.
You don't have carts and horses either, do you?
we have buckets. Zach goes out of play.
Here we see Coach Dickens really contemplating, working with her team, building this program.
Bolden on the attack. Well, that's pretty. So 9 points and 7 rebounds for Bolden. Getting ever so close to her 29th career double-double.
You gotta love the enthusiasm this Campbell team plays with on defense. With a lead like this, still playing like they're down by 10.
Nice pop. Stephanie Chandler, she can play.
Yeah, good move to the basket.
For a transitional Division III program is Nuremberg. Whoa, that was a bit off, and her face said it all there. That stops a 5-for-5 stretch. Baker's blocked.
Look out, numbers.
Bolden with eyes finds Tooley. That's a tough J. Okay, that's just padding the stats there.
Where did she come from to get that rebound, Evan?
Give her 8 boards, 2 shy of a double-double now. I'm not going to say that's cheating, but I don't think those all count. Then again, she didn't grab her own miss. That's been the story of Taya Bolden's career early.
Padding her own rebounds.
Part of the 1,000 club, just one of 6 all-time in the Big South. Nearly a turnover for Chandler. Clock at 1, no. Nope. Ambitious for Stormy Brown.
Campbell making it hard, a good defensive stand, making it hard for them to even get a shot off that time.
Taya Bolden earning a double-double. Let's see if she gets it when we come back here on ESPN+.
Big things are happening this year across the South, from the mountains to the coast. The fast are getting faster. The strong are getting stronger. And the best is getting better. Get ready to raise your expectations. Get ready for something big. Ingles, a proud sponsor of Big South Sports.
Power isn't born, it's built over time. For over 65 years, Hercules Tires has been providing the muscle to move more drivers. Whatever the vehicle, whatever the terrain, and we back it with a powerful protection plan. So wherever the road or the trail takes you, we have the selection, value, and strength to get you there. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
There's not a secret to what actually happens behind the scenes at a bank. Here at First Citizens, we're trying to educate the client in each step of what's actually going to happen and actually have them make the educated decision around what steps and what options they utilize. We want to become that trusted advisor that actually guides them down that road, helping you reach your goals. That's Forever First.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe,
heartwarming
it's
story
8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
In sports,
We are used to an even playing field.
Unfortunately,
Off the field,
court,
track,
Coast.
not all people are treated fairly.
In the Big South Conference,
we commit to using our voices
to oppose injustices and inequalities.
Join us as we champion change.
towards ensuring even playing fields
in and out of sports.
the Big South Conference,
We're allies.
We're advocates.
where winners are made.
So here's where the money's really cashed in. Big South Conference time. You see some teams with impressive non-conference slates. 4 teams with winning records in non-con, and maybe not the teams you expected coming in, but some good clubs here early on.
Really hard to tell this stage of the game, too. Differences in schedules, who's playing who. True story will be told before long, though, as we open up conference play.
Well, and to your point, a Hampton team that's ranked in the bottom third, they defeated Norfolk State last week, a club that's off to its best start in 10 years. So
that's a little scary.
It can happen at any point. You can kickstart your season.
Absolutely.
Campbell's hoping it starts with 63 points today. Impressive three-point shooting, 9 made threes. Nuremberg passes up a triple and drifts into the lane. That's nice.
Nice finesse play by Nuremberg that time, getting to the basket and laying it up with her left hand. Starting to really come into her own again now, I believe.
18 assists on 24 baskets. What has allowed Nuremberg to play up to her potential?
Well, I think she's had a little more time. They've played a few more games. She's had the ability to work during exams on her own and come off that injury, and looks like she's getting a little more comfortable now.
Tanika Shaw, way short on the jumper. Her first minutes, the Kinston product. Campbell's been dishing the rock around all day, setting up Thule. And a much-needed three. That stops a 1-for-7 start.
From one side of the floor all the way around to the other side of the floor, making the defense really work. Thule knocks it in.
Head coach Ronnie Fisher not in attendance today, out with COVID protocols, but I bet he is not jotting every note down with his team's performance. That's a beautiful pass to Saranya. It's just team-oriented basketball.
Yeah, you know it. Coach Fisher's a great teacher of the game. Always trying to get his team better.
So he's going to earn his 199th win today by virtue of his players. Which I guess any head coach argues that's how you win games, is your players.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know, 5 Ronnie Fishers on the court, I'm not sure how good that team would be. Former manager at Wofford in his day, as there's a foul, in Furman, I should say. Wanda, you were a point guard and distributor at Campbell back in your illustrious career in the early 70s. Your thoughts on the ball distribution today?
It makes for an excitement to watch a team that played so fluidly and distributed the basketball so well, whose assists are very high in number. I would think it would be a very good sign for Campbell early on to be playing with this type of chemistry going into what's going to be their conference play within just a couple weeks down the road.
Oh, Azuma lost it off her leg, so it stays here.
Tough break for Azuma that time.
To your point, assist to turnover ratio, Campbell's now in the top 50 in sharing the rock. They've done a great job of sharing the ball around.
They are distributing the ball well, finding the open person time and time again, countering against different types of defense, really making it happen for their team.
This is what Campbell's done so well this year in Wanda, not only defense, but when you're passing the ball and at one more assist than turnover per game, that's a high rate.
That indeed. That indeed.
What about those
means a lot
numbers
of
is
things
most
are going
impressive?
right. I'm sorry?
What about those numbers is most impressive?
Hey. I just think that the impressive thing is with the amount of people that they're playing to have those numbers that are going in and out of every ball game and have the depth and still produce that. A lot of times when you go to your bench, you know, you'll see those numbers taper off, but theirs are continuing to build. And I think it's a great sign for Campbell, the growth that they're showing and the depth that they're producing, how it's being productive for their ball club right now.
18 bench points for the Camels today. And I imagine that number will climb in the next 12 minutes. All 5 reserves on the court. William Peace, 3 games in 5 days. Tough stretch, avoiding an 0-3 start. And Carver nearly had a steal. Stephanie Chandler looks to get something going, and a tough fadeaway floats in.
Chandler found a way to make it happen for her team.
The charisma after that shot, I think, was the best part, as Azuma clears out space. Can't hit the bunny, though. There comes Chandler, always dangerous. 10 points in her last game. Williams is stripped. That's 24 turnovers for William Peace, resulting in too many easy, well, no, jinxed it. Ugh.
Well, it's tough because beautiful pass by Carver that time.
Yeah, it's sure not pretty, but makes a way to work. So Fuller makes 1 of 2 and is able to save the basketball. Wow.
Great hustle by Fuller.
Oh, here she is for 3. Oh, you got to take that. I know coaches love ball movement, but here's a three for Nuremberg. Forces a rebound, and Svenya's foul. That's great ball movement. Audrey Fuller doing it all that time.
Nuremberg getting to the basket, drawing the foul. Fuller keeping it alive for a team. Zuma. Good effort. Look at those Camels pulling her up off the floor. You gotta love it.
Svenja Nuremberg coming off a reconstructed knee. It's always something you have to keep an eye on plays like that.
%, from the line today for Nuremberg.
The team shooting 9 of 13. That's a good number at 70%. This lead balloons in the third quarter. Well, that was a shot by Faith Resto. How do you maintain intensity in a game like this?
Well, I think Campbell does a good job with it because they go to their bench and everybody's eager and they come in trying to prove themselves and play hard. But you just have to work hard on every play and making the best of every play. There's another
wow, what a
super
pass to Dahlquist. Carver's got a rocket.
Carver's got a knack for finding the open person going up the floor. Beautiful pass.
Here's the drive by Brown, and that goes home. Just the 12th point of the quarter for William Peace. Clock to 5. How about this deep three? No.
Oh.
Wanted to end the first quarter with a bang. We go to the fourth. Stick around. I guarantee you some kid's going to do a TikTok trend dance here on ESPN Plus. Campbell is led by an impressive trio of scorers. All of a sudden, 3 players nearly double figures a game, and it's a unique look to this Campbell offense this year.
Strong core for Campbell. Strong core for Campbell. When you add to that the accompaniment that they're getting off the bench with all the bench points that they're getting.
And that core is combined for 38 points, so they've really clicked it into gear.
Well, guess what?
Clock malfunction.
Waiting on the shot clock again, huh?
How about the veteran presence of Taya Bolden there leading her team? There's a value to a 6-year senior, and she is showing it today.
That she is.
If you're just joining us, Pierre Miller, the acting head coach today. Ronnie Fisher unavailable in contact tracing.
Coach Miller doing a great job today.
He's also dressed the nicest I've seen all season.
Like the orange tie.
Somebody must have told me it was going to be on ESPN Plus today. That's all I have to say. Do you have special wardrobes, Coach, for big-time games on TV?
Try to always look my best.
Your Sunday best on a midday Wednesday game as the first foul on William Peace to begin this 4th quarter. Fitzgerald left alone for a long 2.
Fitzgerald can hit that.
I almost feel like she lost track of the line there because you don't typically take a 2 from that spot. Foul drawn. Good attack by Stormy Brown. So Wanda, with conference play just 2 weeks away in the Big South, what must Campbell do in this stretch to prepare themselves for Big South play?
Well, I think they'll have great competition when they go out to Vegas, and that always tells the story to you and gives you more insight about, I mean, they have a good idea at this stage of what they need to do, but it will tell the story, and they'll add that to their repertoire and come back and just have a few days to put things together before they open up their conference play. Certainly they have looked forward to this trip. It's something that Coach Fisher and his staff worked hard on. They weren't able to make it last year due to the pandemic. Put the trip off for another year, and I know it's something they've looked forward to. And
what's the best part of going to Vegas? Because I have my thoughts, but I'm curious as a coach. What's the best part of going somewhere unique and remote and playing basketball?
Well, I think the best part of going to Vegas is the competition that they'll face and the things that they'll learn about their ball club, but it also gives their team a bonding time period to be together. There goes another 3, Evan.
11 triples in this game. I thought you were going to say like the Bellagio buffet, a nice little dinner spread. Maybe the Cirque du Soleil performance as well. Good screen by Davis, and there's a turnover. Tooley up ahead to Price. The passing's been excellent today, but here's a steal by Hamilton.
Hamilton picked the pocket that time. She was waiting on that
and
one.
Can't get the lay-in. Nearly. Tough assignment for Barnes there defensively, all by herself. Tooley blows by Barnes. Rebound Fitzgerald, who finds it in.
Fitzgerald getting the stick back for her team that time.
So with Fitzgerald scoring, 10 players have contributed points. And a few more set to check in a minute.
Sharon, you're working hard to get over the top of that screen. Needed some help that time.
Campbell surrenders 52 points a game. That might be in question here with 8 minutes to go. Story of this game, however, is the 3-point shot. We'll take a media timeout. 8 minutes to play. Campbell leading big time here on ESPN+. Both teams trying to figure out what the heck's going on here out of this media timeout. And Wanda entering this contest. You mentioned William Peace playing loose, and Campbell has certainly got everyone involved.
That they have. Up and down their bench. Good productivity from everyone. Lots of bench points. Lots of three-point shooting. Good field goal percentage. High assist. Not very many turnovers. Really getting everybody like, hey, there's a nice shot.
Faith Resto, the sophomore from Durham, with a three.
Peace back into the flow of things with
If you're William Peace, definitely a learning experience in your first Division I game of the season. This will not count on their record.
Look how Carver can thread that needle.
A late, whoa, charge. Interesting. That was incredible speed to set her feet there. I don't know how Faith Resto got there in time.
Well, I think she was,
okay.
The defender was definitely in the arc, but she was defending her all the way up the floor. There's
That
a little bit of a rule
foul.
change now.
Be the judge at home.
Oh, yeah, she came from across the floor there, and she was in the arc. Can't do that. It's definitely a point of emphasis and definitely a blocking foul.
Now, if Resto established her footing, then that would be a charge. But she was sliding over as Carver came in.
Well, she was a secondary defender, so she'd have to be outside the arc there, too, I think.
That's an over the back on Courtney Dahlquist. Big learning experience for Marquetta Dickens. 989 points in her NC State career. Takes the job in Raleigh and is building a program here at William Peace.
Oh, there's a good knock. Deflection that time by Fitzgerald.
Dahlquist operates in space and draws the foul.
Nobody's got to tell Dahlquist what to do with that ball. She knows.
Campbell loves isolating her right in that spot. So 6 early points.
There we get a good look at that. A little bump with the upper body that time, Evan.
Just make it count from the free throw line. Now 81 points. Crowd's thinned out a bit, but the scoring has not stopped. They're on Education Day in the Creek. Good kick out to the open shooter, and Brown comes up short. A loose scrum for the Rock. Uh-oh. Wait.
Two players from the same
but
team.
But it's the same team with a jump ball.
Oh,
wait.
Be kidding me.
How does that work? Is it a jump, but it's the same team? What? How?
You got me on that one.
Do you keep possession? Wanda, you've coached for 35 years. I've never seen before when the same team draws a jump ball. As an and one for Nineveh Reddick. She was part of that jump ball and says, hey, I'm going to go for it.
Reddick says she's going to take advantage of that. It was a good drive by Reddick nonetheless.
Okay, I still can't understand how that's a jump ball. And possession didn't change. I just don't know how that happens. As Reddick misses the free throw. Nice pass from Carver. Oh. Dahlquist unable to finish.
Wow, beautiful pass again. Carver's threading the needle well today, going up the floor.
Last year she led the team in assists. This season a different role, but has 2 assists today.
Takes advantage of her time wisely out there and compliments her teammates.
There's an offensive foul on the pick.
Yep, she was moving. She caught Carver there.
28 turnovers forced by Ronnie Fisher's club today. They have wreaked havoc defensively.
Yep. There's another.
By the way, most turnovers forced in a game, 32 this year. As Fuller gets the rebound. Oh, boy.
You got to love Fuller.
Oh. And
hope everyone's okay in there.
There's a lot of contact.
You got to love a player like Fuller who does all the little things so well. Sneaking in there, getting that rebound, getting a second chance for a team.
Fuller's a budding prospect from Brisbane, Australia. Maybe the point guard of the future when Lou Serrano finishes up in a year.
She's got a good mind for the game out on the court.
This 5 will be a big part of the future of this team, especially in conference play in 2 weeks. Going to need depth to win the Big South this year.
Oh, yeah.
Campbell picked second in the preseason, but there are a lot of teams that can make a run. Difficult shot there by Baker. No easy looks for William Peace today. That's all credit to Campbell's defense. Ranked 20th in the country in scoring, and that will rise again today. Coleman. Oh, thought she had a shot. Fuller says thank you very much about an offensive foul. Good charge drawn. And that's something that Coach Marquetta Dickens loves.
She's got to be pleased with that. Let's watch that again. There we go. It's hard to see the position of the feet with the angle, but.
So William Peace lost last night to Guilford College, and they're in danger of dropping 3 straight. A turnover won't help. 29 giveaways in this game. I realize a different level of opponent in William Peace, but certainly Campbell has found a way to make their presence felt defensively.
Well, the trademark of a good team is you have to play well all the time.
Here's a steal for the Pacers, running and gunning, and a strip by Carver. Wow.
Great
now
effort.
That was good hand-eye coordination.
Great effort.
I mean, look at those turnover numbers. 3-1 differential in this game.
It's still playing with that kind of intensity.
Ronnie Fisher's a happy camper at home today, not available on the coaching staff, so Pierre Miller slides into the head role. His 2 operations assistants, Cherise Smith and Casey Reffner, get the assistant duties. They were more stressed than anybody else in the building. Typically, they're charting subs and keep an eye on other things, but now they have to coach. Fitzgerald for 3, and the Camels are cooking. 12 triples. By the way, Lindsey Bowen unavailable as well today in contact tracing. So 2 coaches out, 2 coaches in. Reminds me of a way a certain coach runs his program as that goes out of play. 30th turnover for William Peace.
Just a little much on that pass, but it's a good thought.
So a coach has called timeout. Wanda, what a performance by Faith Price. 17 points and our Hercules Tires player of the game.
Absolutely. I know Coach Fisher's got to love the intensity that young lady's playing with and the touch that she has shooting that basketball. It's just phenomenal now. Shooting it so well, very consistently. Really helping to ignite her team night in and night out. It's 5 games in a row where she's just been phenomenal from the 3-point arc.
In these 5 games, Faith Price has 20 made 3-pointers, making life easy for head coach Pierre Miller.
You know, and it makes it tough on a team playing a team like Campbell because of the arsenal of weapons that they have from the 3-point territory. If you put a lot of emphasis on Price, then somebody else lights you up.
I know it's only 38% shooting from deep, but 12 made 3s. That changes an entire offensive approach.
That it does. That it does. Changes the whole outcome of a basketball game.
Puts a lot of pressure on this William Peace squad that's looking for 40 points. Their first game against a Division I foe this year. The Pacers up the road in Raleigh. Tight ball pressure on Shelby Wolf. And that's a, whoa. Jump ball forced. More of a takedown than a jump ball, but Campbell gets possession.
Coach Miller teaching every second. Look at him over there.
He rolled up his sleeves the final 4 minutes. Dahlquist with great position, begging for the ball. He got to feed it to her. Good pass, Fitzgerald, and an easy low. Oh, nope. Well, you got to do the easy part. Okay, this is a little ridiculous. Loose scrum, ball. Finally a foul called.
Oh.
That play had everything on it. I mean, at some point, right? You got to call foul somewhere. There were like 8 bodies on
jump
it.
ball, something.
What? Oh, okay. No. There was a foul. Oh, Wanda, we've seen some interesting things over the years on this court.
Yes, we have.
We saw a jump ball between 2 players on the same team today.
Yeah. We hadn't seen that one before.
And 8 players hit the court. Finally, a foul called 10 seconds later. Gladys the Camel all by herself. Can Campbell get to 100 today? Is that possible in the next 3 minutes?
I think anything's possible.
Campbell on its way to a 6-3 start before a road trip to Viva Las Vegas in Nevada. 2 games coming up on Monday and Tuesday. Coleman wants to join the scoring party. Whoa, what? I mean, some of the things Coleman shot the ball between the backboard
and the
goalpost.
And the standard, yeah.
How do you do that?
Couldn't do it again. Couldn't do it again. He tried.
That's the most ridiculous shot I've ever seen. And her whole team's laughing over there.
Well, smart for her to put the ball up, though, knowing she's going to get fouled. Nonetheless, smart.
It's one of those Ripley's believe it or not type of fourth quarters. Anything can happen. Including Campbell's 6th missed free throw of the game. And here on Education Day in Bowie's Creek, Camels are up by 46. Defense has been great. 6 turnovers forced this quarter. A total of 32 of them in the game. That ties the season high. And there's a foul defensively.
Well, good play by Peace to come up with that. I'm not sure how they came up with it. Campbell with a good block. And
so to the free throw line, Trishika Shaw.
Did she call that?
Now, the moonshot free throw typically arcs in, but that was a moonshot free throw that went high and bounced in.
See if we have another.
Playing the percentages. That time went the easy way and it rattled out. Thing to be said about what Tim Duncan made a career out of, banking shots in. There's a wide open shooter as Fitzgerald passes up with 3.
Campbell being methodical, being patient.
Working the clock as we hit the final 2 minutes. 23 assists today. And Azuma gets the free throw line.
Yeah, good job by getting the ball inside that time to Azuma to go up and draw the foul. Azuma, another player who's worked really hard coming off of injury. Still working to get back to where she was.
She was knocked out in the playoff stretch, final month of last season. Has come back with a vengeance. Typically off ACL injury, that's a 7-8 month rehab. She was back on the court in 5-6 months. Very effective.
So much has changed in the game. You can remember when that was a career-ending injury, and now the turnaround is so much quicker and so much progress made in the sport.
Nice save by Barnes and able to keep it alive.
Yeah, very nice. Good tip away that time.
That'll stay on this end of the court. It is hard to imagine, but 32 turnovers for William Peace in 38 minutes.
Zuma get another rebound.
Nice outlet to Coleman. Oh, look at the passing here to Fuller for 3. Oh. Never really hit the side of the backboard before in a corner three.
Yeah, look at Campbell diving after the ball.
Shaw sneaks through, and Coleman's got the board.
Look out.
Back and forth we go. Oh, that
I think
almost
she
worked.
turned her ankle a little there on that.
Yeah, slipping and sliding here in this one.
Yeah, they're going to call Carver that time. She had her arm wrapped around her waist. Left her hand laying on the defender.
Neither team shooting it well here late. One of their last 12 combined. As both clubs ease into the final minute.
Well, sending our best out to Coach Fisher and Coach Bowen. A tough day at the office for those coaches today.
Their team has responded, however, on a 43-point lead late in this game. Final minute. Fuller and the Camels have hit 12 three-pointers today. Their 5th game with 10 or more threes as Dahlquist, bit off. Campbell's held William Peace scoreless for 5 straight minutes, and a jump ball nearly forces a turnover.
Fuller again.
You ever end the game with 5 minutes scoreless defensively? It's a heck of a stretch.
Yes, it is. It's phenomenal. Oh.
That'll stay here. Last touch by Azuma. 32 turnovers for William Peace, ties a season most forced by the Camels. Their program record is 40. And a foul on Fuller. That'll send Nineveh Reddick to the line.
Tough break for Fuller that time. She really worked hard to get into position that time, it looked like.
This is a monumental shot, Coach. This may break a 5-minute, 43-second scoring drought. Let's see what Reddick can do here.
You don't think you jinxed her?
Did not?
Did not.
William Peace about to drop to 2-8, 1-3 in conference play. There you go, 2 for 2. Members of the USA South, preseason favorites in that conference. Final possession for the Camels, here leading by 41. Well on their way to a 3rd straight home win. And in those 3 home games, they've held opponents to an average of 39 points. Fuller on the attack.
Attacking the zone well.
Campbell sitting on 12 triples today. Let's see if they shoot one late. Clock to 1. And an air ball ends the last possession. Not the prettiest end of this ball game, but it does tick down the final seconds.
That's right.
We mentioned Campbell's scoring defense coming in, top 20 in the country. And they hold William Peace to 2 points in the final 5 minutes. Another dominant defensive display as the Camels move to 6-3 on the year. So for Wanda Watkins, I'm Evan Budrovich. Thank you for joining us on Education Day. A lot of energy, a lot of emotion. And when you force 32 turnovers, the offense follows suit.
Impressive defensive stand by Campbell, creating and generating a lot of offense today.
William Peace with some life late, but not enough. So we thank you for joining us here on ESPN. The Camels get the win, 85-44. You can watch this presentation on the ESPN app. But for all of us here in Buies Creek, we say good afternoon. Enjoy an Education Day Wednesday here in the Creek.